All right, guys, welcome in. Deck of the week. New segment, kind of an old segment, honestly, that we had from our podcast, Smoke Packs Cast, that we are now migrating to the Unfinished Save File show. Since our first hour is usually Magic themed, it just makes sense. And we have a community. We now have a Discord where you could submit your decks. And if you want to just even not join the Discord and just submit your deck in the YouTube comments or whatever, however you need to send it to me, feel free. Smoke Packs Instagram, Smoke Packs YouTube, and our Discord will be the places for that. Now, moving forward, I want to debut a member of our community, Mr. Business, someone I played Magic cards with over the internet. Great guy. We had a great game. He's currently in the middle of a tournament. Good luck to him. So let's debut his deck. And he left a note that I will read. He is currently stuck in a game. I'm shouting him out. And he says, appreciates the feature. So, Mr. Business, we love you. He is a person I really appreciate in the MTG division side of the community, and him just submitting a deck in the Deck of the Week channel just means more than anything to me, guys. So I want to read what he says. So this is Kozileketric, the Great Distortion. It is a high-powered deck, probably maybe a 8 to 9 powered. And we're talking about Commander. My rendition of a competitive Cozy Stacks list. Stacks is a type of Magic card format gameplay where you just put pieces of cards on the board that like disrupt everyone from doing anything, and it locks up gameplay, creates very slow interaction, and then you try to take advantage of that. So the primary goal of the deck is to use stacks pieces to control the board until we can get a Cozy out. Kozilek we'll get into, to refill our hand and swing out. The deck does run an infinite mana combo that, when paired with Staff of Domination, Planar Bridge, or Mystic Forge, plus Sensei's Divining Top, plus Reducer, will spit out your entire deck on board with a loaded Walking Ballista. Now, I have a deck that does something similar in a werewolf style build, so this is really fucking funny that he did this. Definitely high powered. It's got 3,000 views. His commander is Kozileketric, the Great Distortion, 8 of any color plus 2 colorless sources. When you cast this spell, if you have fewer than 7 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. He has Menace, meaning he can only be blocked by 2 or more creatures. He's a 12/12 body. And he has discard a card with mana value X, counter target spell with mana value X. Now, we've gotten in games with Mr. Business using this deck, and he used that counter ability time and time again to stop us from removing his stacks pieces. It was extremely mean, and I loved every second of it. He wasn't like the threat, but he was a main threat for sure in the game at that time. And we played this game for like 3 hours. It wasn't even because of his stacks. It was just, everyone was just doing crazy, crazy shit. Now, I want to change the view of this deck, and let's see if there's any primer that he has for us. So he has a deck objective here. The main objective of the deck is to slow down the board, advancing your board to a winning position as turns progress. That's classic stacks, okay? And he's got some post-game winning, or late game winning combos that we talked about, such as the infinite one. And here are his win cons. So he's got several ways to win. Our main interaction pieces are all stacks artifacts, thus slowing down the board or making it difficult for our opponents to interact with them. So they need to assemble the infinite mana, Rings of Brighthearth and Basalt Monolith, classic combo. Rings of Brighthearth is an artifact that says it's a 3 of any cost. Whenever you activate an ability, if it isn't a mana, so like a Birds of Paradise, you may pay 2 of any color. If you do, copy it. You may choose new targets. That gets pretty stupid, broken. And it's basically when you pair it with Basalt Monolith, it uses Basalt Monolith to generate infinite colorless mana, which is really funny. And then you could also do a Rings of Brighthearth, Basalt Monolith with a Sensei's Top to just kind of move around your deck to where you need it to be. And then he's got all this really great classic infinite combos with that. Now he has to draw his library. A combo that can do that is Mystic Forge, Sensei's Divining Top, and Foundry Inspector. I need this card. It's a 4-drop artifact. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast that card if it's an artifact card or a colorless non-land card. Pay 1 life. Exile the top card of your library. Beautiful. Now, his primer is under construction, it looks like. So it's not all the way there. But he's just given us all of his infinite mana abilities that gets us to the game-winning strategy of drawing your board or just getting a big commander to just shit on everyone's face, okay? Now this is my boy Mr. Business. His deck will be on Mox Field and it will be listed in the video's description. I want to get the view to a visual grid just so we can see some of the cards that he's got and appreciate the prints. The Japanese Ugin is great. Ugin the Spirit Dragon is great. Removal, that -X exile target permanent is broken. Looks like he's got just all the good artifact colorless cards. Metal Worker, Ulamog the Defiler in a goddamn retro frame. Oh my god. Wandering Archaic, he had this out and it was doing the work, it was doing the business. Void Winnower is a card when I first played Magic cards, I found out what this card was. I fucking hate it. It basically stops everyone from playing odd mana cost cards. So you can only play even, and you'd be surprised how that happens. Also, 0 cost is even. It looks like he's just got all the good pieces. Now, real quick, we can look at the stats. Kind of caps in at 3-drop permanents. It's like some creatures we'll get to all the time that we're gonna see pop up a lot. You have a 100% chance of playing these at all times when you get them. Your 0 drops, of course, and then Walking Ballista. 100% colorless. This is a test hand. Now, we could do a quick play test of this and see what happens. So turn 1, we'll play Ancient Tomb into, that's 2 damage to us. Now I'm playing with big baller cards right now. Boom, lose 2. Okay, turn 2. Yawgmoth, we should have maybe mullied this. So let's do that. All right, new hand. I don't see what we can do here. Let's mulligan. How do you mulligan on this? So this is deck of the week, guys. This is what we're doing here. Draw a new hand real quick and just see. Here we go. So now we're locking in with mana. Play a Tabernacle, and he plays this. He has this in Italian. Tabernacle of Pendril Veil is like $1,000 card in Italian. So Mr. Business means business, and he played this and it was doing work to us. All creatures now require an upkeep cost of 1 in addition to any of their other costs. So you have to pay 1 at your upkeep for all of your creatures. If you don't, you have to sack them, so it just wipes your board at all times. All right, we'll draw into a next card. Tanglewire, good card. Boom. Add 1 if you control, add 3. We could probably just get that. Next turn, turn 3. So this isn't like too broken, but it's still playing at a high-powered value. See, we're playing high-powered pieces, getting a big board presence. This is Mr. Business's Cozy Stacks deck. And I really like it. I know our playtest was a little weird. I doubt it has a 10K price tag. He maybe might have added nice printings he doesn't own. I'm gonna be nice to him though. Give him a little shit. We're giving our community shit. Comments are, dies and off faints from price, trying to find a budget Eldrazi's. Hey, we made colorless Discord. Okay. So that's that. So that's the deck of the week, guys. Pretty loose, little crazy. I want to shout out Mr. Business. Hopefully good luck to him in this tournament. He is the man. And he's saying it actually is 10K. Welcome in, dude. No worries, Mr. Business. I hope I did the play test better. But I did understand what's going on. Basically, you want to go for that infinite combo, and we did play against each other in one of the, honestly, the most memorable games, which is why I invited you into the community. And all those players of that night, one of the most memorable games of my life. I stayed up way past I should have. I'm in a way worse time zone than everyone else at the time too. So it was like 3 a.m. by the time we ended. It was really great. So thank you for honestly submitting the deck, reviving the Deck of the Week series, and helping me put a fire under my ass into doing this. So that was the Deck of the Week segment. Guys, I really appreciate you. I love you. What more can I say? I am nothing without the community. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. That's all I got for today.